So take it away.
Okay,
Kuno.
Nice.
good luck, dude.
Good folk.
Shall I do the introduction?
Yeah,
Or-
sure. I'll
Okay, so,
get it loaded.
okay. Well, today we're gonna look at a run from KunoDemetries. He's gonna do a run of Call of Cthulhu any percent. Yeah, my name is Talox. I will do in the commentary. I'm the current world record holder for this game, and yeah, we will see. I will explain a bit about how the run works, how the mechanics work for the speed run, and a bit about the story. And yeah, that's gonna be it.
Oh,
So
time
Kuno will
starts,
be,
by the way. I
yes.
accidentally clicked it, but time starts right then. Whoops. I don't
Yeah,
know
so
why.
it's
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's basically just a walkthrough game. Mostly, it's all about pathing. There are small skips here and there, but it's mostly about just the pathing and good dialogue skills. Going fast through all the dialogue is a really important skill, and I think Kuno has got that. He's very good at it, skilled, expert. So he's gonna do it. So we will see. So this is just the cave level, the first level. It's a bit of an introduction to the controls and how you interact with objects. So it's basically just walkthrough and that's it. So a perfect timing here would be 55 seconds. So let's see. We can do that.
If the timer didn't start
And-
so late, it would have been, like a minute two.
Oh, well, you were on like 55, 56, so that's very good actually. I've never been able to get a 54 seconds after the cave, so you're good on track.
That is
So yeah, he's gonna pick up the phone, and
but our,
we see a little skills menu here, and there are a few skills in Call of Cthulhu, but mostly we are going to use
That's all you've got?
investigation and
the
eloquence.
painting.
Eloquence
I
like
placed a file on your
speech,
desk. It
charm.
contains everything I
Some
have on
games
the
is
affair.
like how well can
A
you
warehouse on
convince people
Darkwater.
to do your
Some
bidding.
sketches.
And investigation is
Darkness
more
Lock?
like, well,
If
investigating and opening
Quite
locks,
understood.
that kind of
Oh,
thing.
thank you, Mr. Pierce.
So,
I didn't expect any less coming from
yeah,
a man
so
in
the
your
skill, he
situation.
just leveled up
Something's
his
queer.
investigation skill to
But it's
55%
not like I have a choice.
and his eloquence skill to 45. Because in a few minutes, there will be the
Darkwater.
first and only
I think I've
RNG
got a book
check
on the
in
north.
the RNG element in this whole run. Is going to be a skill check. He has to get past 2 bootleggers and open a lockpick, or open a lock with a lockpick. Yeah, and those are 2 RNG elements. If he fails, then yeah, he has to start over. So luckily, it's in the beginning of the run. So 1, 2 resets. It's not even bad. Kuno, you have a backup.
Yeah,
heard?
there's like 4 backups, so we'll be.
Yeah, okay.
If one backup fails, we got another backup. If that backup fails, we got another one. Let me see if I can.
Uh-oh.
I didn't get the
Dark
lighter
wind
switch.
brought you.
Ah, Yeah, that's also
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to
an
you?
interesting thing. I'm going to explain it in a minute when we are going to
As
use the
said,
lighter skip.
we would all prefer
It's
to
very
forget.
yeah.
Charles Hawkins
It's a cool
may have
mechanic,
been a
but I will
landlord,
explain it later.
but he was a good
So we've just arrived at Darkwater.
And his
Yeah, the
wife,
idea is that
Sarah
this
Hawkins.
detective guy,
a
Yeah.
nice young woman. And
he's
a
not
great
doing so
painter.
well.
What a
he
tragedy.
he has fought in the First World
know
War
what?
and he's
Go
addicted
have a
to
drink at the
booze, and
stranded
he is
whale.
going to
What
lose
you need
his
is a good pick-me-up.
detective office, and
As
he
for
needs
me,
to take
you'll
a
find me
case
at the
on
Harbour
Darkwater
Master's
to
office.
keep his office alive, basically. So there is I think a family died in the fire. That's the main thing, I thought.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, his family died
Yeah.
in a fire.
Yeah.
Also, Telex, there's a skip right here that I'll show you. I
Ooh.
found it like 20 minutes ago on accident.
Ooh.
It literally
Okay.
saves like 1 second.
1 second is 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna help me none with that 113 RTA.
I'm very curious, to be honest. Let me see it.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins.
So what I'm doing
Broken.
right here is
This
that I'm
place
canceling
seems half
his
abandoned.
dialogue by selecting my own. For whatever reason, you can
These
dialogue skip,
manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins.
and that
Wow.
saves a couple of seconds.
all
But
I'll
then
get
you
from
do this one where you shut the door on him and it pushes him forward.
Dude, that's like 6 seconds, I think, or something. That's
Ah,
pretty
it's
good.
Look,
Wow.
it's right there.
Can't wait.
Awesome. Did
The
you?
warehouse is
Hmm?
opposite
Sorry?
the jetty.
Oh, the dialogue skip was found previously, and the door one I just found.
I'm in.
You're
Oh,
I
nice. That's awesome, dude. That's very nice.
Right here, I'm gonna actually pour more points into investigation. Telex will explain a little bit why.
Yeah, so he's going to need it. The first thing he's going to do is eavesdrop on a conversation with the two bootleggers you see on the right here. It unlocks a dialogue option to get past them, and that's the first RNG point. So, fingers crossed.
Who's this guy?
Let's hope it works. We can get past.
Oh,
So it's going
Nope,
to
didn't
say,
work. Okay, back up.
If I can't get rid of those two.
Well, yeah. Normally
look
you
for another
can they walk away and you can get past them, but you can back up by getting a bottle of booze here, a bottle of liquor in this shed, and here is where he needs the investigation. He just put the points in.
Didn't get it.
he's going
Okay,
to need it
third
later.
backup.
Oof.
Damnation.
So that didn't work too.
Broken.
That's another RNG point.
I'm going for the just grabbing the cog wheels.
Oh yeah. So there's two ways to get those bootleggers away. If none of those ways work, you can go to a little warehouse here, and you can open a trapdoor, and you can get you can through a sort of a cave. You can get in a cave, and then you can get into the warehouse you need
handle.
to be.
It must
So
come
that's
from
what
these
he's
old
going to
winches.
do here. He's going
This
to
ratchet device
acquire
seems to
some
be usable.
items that will be needed for this part. To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't even know how it works very good because I've never used it.
An old
before.
car.
There we go.
Rusty, but in working order.
So let's see.
I could use.
Ah, okay.
It is not letting me click that.
Ooh, maybe the E button? Don't.
Oh,
not the
it's
button.
E. God damn it, I'm dumb.
Ah, lol.
There we
so
go.
that works.
Damn.
Nice. And
Broken.
as I remember correctly, you go under the water here, and you will be stopped by a octopus, and
It
then you
looks
have to
like
go
there's
again,
a
right?
way in under this grate.
I don't know for sure.
I turned that wheel and it didn't do nothing.
Ooh, you might have.
Did I
failed.
fail that skill
Yep.
check?
Yep. So you failed all RNG parts. that's bad luck,
Oh,
man.
well. A little
Um,
has got lost on our turf.
yeah,
So-
that's bad luck, dude.
Good for you.
And
Just go with the dialogue, I think.
Yeah. Oh, we got that. Good. Don't abuse women, by the way.
Ooh. You hit it hard.
So this is the worst place to get her because she will slowly walk
please every week.
oh.
all the way over there.
Oof.
So we're about losing a good chunk of time because she will slowly walk way over there. Because there's a way to get her from like inside the bar, but
Yeah.
that is extremely like inconsistent for whatever reason.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
so basically we get to sit and wait. So if there's any donations or any reason to talk over us, Viper, you may.
Just 1 second. You like 2 seconds. Never find this when you need it. We've not got any new donations. However, I can just mention a bit about charity if that's okay.
That's perfectly fine.
So for those that don't know, we are raising money for the Direct Relief Charity. They're a humanitarian aid organisation which are active in 50 states and more than 80 countries with a mission to improve the health and lives of people affected by poverty or emergencies without regard to politics, religion, or ability to pay. And they usually earn a 100% fundraising efficiency rating from Forbes, and apparently they're in the Charity Navigator's list of the top 10 best charities everyone has heard of. It's named among the world's most innovative companies in not-for-profit as well. All donations will be going straight to Direct Relief. Yeah, keep them coming in, guys. Just keep them coming in.
Did I just lose her? Okay, we just got softlock because she despawned, so I'm gonna load a backup.
Ooh.
Give me 1 second, I'll load it. I'll figure out how to load the backup.
And where's the backup from? Where do you start?
I have a save file.
Oh, okay.
Oh god. Okay, we get to play Can I Find the Save File in time? Wow, I did not expect her to softlock us that bad. Okay.
And how about restarting? Because you are quite early into the run.
Yeah, we
It's
could
like-
just reload it and see if she'll
Yeah.
spawn back in.
Yeah, because we had like not we didn't even had like bad luck. We had bad luck. Every RNG check just failed. So
Yeah.
it should have gone better. It should have gone better. So yeah, he's going to load up chapter 2, Darkwater, White again. But yeah, it's unfortunate that this happens, but oh well. Things like these happen. So let's hope the rest of the run will go smoothly.
I genuinely don't know like what to do.
Yeah, restarting is the best, I think. It's like 6 minutes. You lose 6 minutes, but
Yeah.
it's the best. You
I
can
could
do,
go
I
in here
think.
and see if I could force her to walk us
happy.
over.
Let's see.
Oh, there she is. Okay, that works.
Nope.
It was tough. But let me. I'm. You're.
Is-
Are you? I
is-
don't. But I feel and think.
I-
I feel and these. Are you?
I'm, oh,
Well, to be. But I'm. If I feel and think.
There we go. Okay, she's gonna walk us that way.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
The run is saved.
yeah. Oh, thankfully. If that didn't work, we were just gonna load the backup. There is actually a possibility where you basically just can't do anything and they'll make you reset. Because for whatever reason, they'll let you fail every single skill check. The possibility of actually failing that strength check is like extremely small. Because the way that checks work in this game are completely like broken for whatever reason. So you can do a skill check with like 95% and still fail it like easily.
Yeah,
But you can do a check with 0% and pass it.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, because they programmed this game horribly.
Yep. Yeah, I've been testing those skills, and whatever percentages I got, it's just you keep failing. It's just what happens. So yeah.
just to make this better, I'm gonna actually load up where the save file location is, just in case something dumb happens again.
Smart.
Local. There it is. Okay, so in my save file location, I have the saves for every single level.
Mm-hmm.
So just in case, we have them.
Yeah. Smart. That's a good thing.
On.
So yeah, normally you would need another skill check here to open the door, but I think she is going to open it, right?
Yeah, she opens it for us.
Yeah. So we don't need the RNG skill check. And, yeah.
That's
so
how it's
inside,
done.
we
Do
will
I
be
still
going
need to hold
into
your hand?
investigation mode.
Or do you think you'll get by
And,
on your own
um,
now?
Don't overdo
You only,
it.
it's like
Good.
you can investigate a
that
lot of
case,
stuff,
I'll leave
but you
you.
only need to
I've done enough
investigate the
mothering
painting,
for
and then you
now.
can leave, and then it's the end of chapter 2. So
Gotta love losing like
Ugh,
6
this
minutes on the
place
first
stinks.
level. I mean, second level.
What is the connection
because
between this
RNG
place
bad.
and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Usually, if you fail like the audio skill check, like with the first
this one-
guys, you just end the run and then just reset. But of course, you can't do that for a marathon. So you go do the bottle backup, and when you do the bottle backup, that's kind of a given. You get it.
And
Nope,
whoever
not
it
for this
is
game.
Has something to tell me about the Hawkins.
But like, what
case.
I was basically the
there anyone in
possibility of
there?
me failing
Yo, don't
all
move.
3 of those skill
The
checks
Hawkins case
is
is the-
extremely small.
Can you explain what this
It's
place
really
is
low.
doing here?
Basically,
Come on.
the possibility of
Andrews,
failing
would
all
you
of
please shut the
those
door?
is like
Open your eyes, damn it.
0.003
This guy went right under your nose.
or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
you were-
Marathon,
God damn it.
go on.
Her again.
Yeah, you were extremely lucky with your bad luck.
Yeah.
Yep.
What? Look,
Get, but we'll meet again.
So yeah, it's just how the
is
game
it far,
goes, and
this mansion?
oh well. There's enough content to keep the run fun, so
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Yeah, we'll bring it back a little bit.
yeah. So
see
in
the
this next
building?
chapter, Fierce will be going into the
That's
mansion,
the
on
Hawkins
top of the
mansion.
hill there,
Come on.
and
got some
he
driving
will
to
be executing his first little skip. And in this game, you have a lighter. Well, you have a lighter and you have a lantern, but the lighter especially has a little neat feature. It allows you to skip dialogue. If you spam your lighter fast enough before going to a dialogue, you can skip the whole dialogue. And it's on certain points you can skip dialogues, you can skip a few animations, and yeah, it saves it saves quite a bit of time overall. I don't
Okay.
know how many.
Don't get the
I'd say
impression
like
that I'll leave you alone.
maybe a minute.
A
So
little
he's going
bit.
to the a little bit, but
Jeepers.
yeah, a minute is a minute.
Pose,
So.
prophetic raven.
So he's going to a side door, and he will be stopped by the housekeeper, and that's the first dialogue he's going to skip. Normally, the housekeeper keeps you in place, your character's locked there, and he's going to talk to you a bit, and after that, you can walk to the door.
This entrance is still in
But
use.
as we see here, he's being drawn to the door,
There we go.
You're Mr.
and now he's going to
Winchester.
spam his lighter, and
Lower
as you
that
see,
axe.
we can walk away
Let's
from the
talk
housekeeper.
calmly.
So we can stand at the door, finish the conversation,
Ah.
and then
What?
immediately
That-
open the door.
no, if you right, if let's see what more. I
Do
can
we have
find
time
this
for a
place.
quick donation?
Yeah, sure.
I'm co-
So we have 20 bucks from Talux
Hey.
saying, "Good luck on the runs, people. Amazing commentator."
Hey, what a nice guy. What a nice guy. Yeah, so this skip is going to be used not everywhere, but in chapter 4 it's going to be used, and a bit later on in a few to skip a few animations. So now we are going into the mansion. The first room you enter, normally you can investigate that room. We are going to skip that because we don't need that. We already know
Follow
what
me.
happened.
I know
We
the
are going
rules.
straight to the room with the fire.
Who left this light on?
So this room, we skip it completely. We open
Let's
the door
see
with
if I
the
can
room.
find something the cops missed.
And here we can go into the reconstruction
Did
mode.
someone escape the fire? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on
There are
the
a few
docks
things
really
we have
came
to
from here,
investigate
did
before
it stop?
we
The
can,
child's corpse
end
left
the
a trace.
investigation mode.
Where are the others? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one? They had a fight.
And it's mostly those kind of skips. Like the story takes you somewhere, but you don't have to go there. You can just skip the
So,
part and go
detective,
further. And those are the
what do you
most of
make
the
of it?
skips in this game. There's not like major glitches.
There's
only
Unfortunately,
one
would
way
be
to be
fun,
sure.
but nope,
Yeah.
no skip, no glitches.
Can't jump or nothing to actually get out of bounds.
Yep. I have found little things like a little rock where you can climb up the rock and you float a little bit in the air and you get like you gain some height sort of. And those kind of small things might have potential for some glitches, but yeah, I've tried it a lot and I just can't get it working, unfortunately. So this is the part, the first time I started speedrunning, it's a fun fact, this part always scared me. Because you walk, and when you walk through the little corridor that it is,
So Sarah Hawkins.
in the lightning, you see the
Bradley?
monster, the Shambler,
Is that you?
see him later. You see him for a brief second, and it always scared me. I always forgot about it in my speedruns, and it always scared me.
Stop!
So a little fun fact there.
Oh, well, I got a fast jump there.
Okay, nice. I have no idea what it is.
A
What is
man was
that?
hiding beyond the
Oh,
lever.
just for whatever reason, every time I try to actually
I'll
like do
cover
that
you.
jump, it won't do it. So I'll just be spamming the E button
This
until it
door
lets
was
me jump.
closed
And that's the first time it actually let me jump without like
Where
fucking
did
it
he
up.
go?
Little delay. Nice. Okay,
This
cool.
globe seems to have been
So
part of some
now we are
mechanism.
going to open a secret door. We need the little what is it? The circle has to go on the A of Atlantic.
Looks like it worked.
And we open the door, and that's chapter 3 done. So
Well
we have
done,
done 3 chapters of 12. Oh,
There it goes.
yeah,
Woo!
okay, cool.
Saved a minute and a half there, guys. Pog.
Nice. So a little question, Kuno. Do you use the scroll wheel rebind?
No, I just have it bound to a key.
Yeah, you are allowed, if you want to, of course. You are allowed to bind
Secret
the
passage
spacebar to the scroll
under the
wheel
manual.
for skipping conversation, so you can go through very fast. Good.
Yeah.
The second
And he had a
line skip will be
direct
done
means of
here.
entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
It's a funny thing. When I started speedrunning this game, I always saw the speedrunners opening the door here on the right. Oh, you're not gonna do it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. It's a little bit faster.
Are you scared?
If you
I want
in
to see
like,
how
I
far
think
these steps
30
go.
seconds, we will come to a little what's it called? You jump off a ledge, and after that you have a little animation, and the animation always took like 20 seconds longer than the animations that the other runners got. And I was thinking like, how is it possible? So apparently, if you open a door previously, you get a shorter animation, and it saves like a few seconds. So if I'm correct, after this jump, there will be a little cutscene. Where you see the thief on the right. Yeah, okay, cool. So that this
There you
cutscene
are
can be
again.
skipped if you take the other cutscene.
This
But
door
it's,
is
it's a
securely
little thing.
shut.
So.
Yeah.
I'll look for another passage.
And the reason I didn't
I'll-
do it is because it's just like doors.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it, I get it. Doors are
Time has weakened
extremely
these
buggy in
structures.
this game. It's, yeah. Especially when you want to do a lighter skip, you can get soft locked when opening a door. So it's just a very small chance, and it happened to me like 2 times. But yeah, you don't want that to happen in the marathon.
Not to break up the party a bit, I was going to say,
What's
just
going
from
on
looking
here?
at this game, it looks very similar or has hints of like the Amnesia games in there, which is quite cool to see.
Yeah, I get that. The same atmosphere, like.
The lantern,
creepy.
especially.
Yep.
Surprised there's no big monsters running about.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's just the beginning of this game is like Pierce investigates the house, and he stumbles upon a thief which leads him to this cave, where he finds a lot of cultists. And at the end, he will, yeah, he wants to escape, and there's a rock fall, a rock slide, however you call it, and he gets into the hospital. He gets hurt, and no one. He starts talking about what he's seen, the cultists in the cave, and all those things, and of course nobody
my
believes
turn?
him. So he ends
Yes.
up in a
It is
psychiatric
time.
hospital.
You will
So
soon
we'll
be
see
one
that.
of
That's
us.
will be the next
If your
chapter.
body and mind
Actually,
are
my
ready.
favorite chapter.
I
The
dream
escape
of it
from
every night.
hospital.
I have constant
Let's
visions.
just pray I don't get the gets
I am
grabbed
ready.
for whatever reason when
Good
they're not
enough.
on red thing.
Prove it to us.
Yep. Yeah. So the
It's
thing
like
is
in
with
my
the escape,
dream.
there are some guards walking around, and you can walk past them quite easily, but they have like a range around them, and if you get into that range, it's just you're done. They get you, and you have to restart the checkpoint. So yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen.
There
We
was a
run.
minor type save there. You can actually run past the trigger, but if you do, you get like sent a little bit back. So if you just open the door and stand still, you won't lose that little bit of time for whatever
Okay.
reason.
Accept this dream.
So yeah, this is the big escape. Or well,
More sacred. You are
not yet, but
We
almost.
are another word for the ceremony. Let him pass through every part of you.
All you who sleep,
They're just going to run.
we pray.
The guy's
for
never
your
going to catch
return
up. So.
Into the kingdom of the earth.
So, this is the big reveal. Bradley dies, and Charles Hawkins.
It's all caving in. I need to get out of here.
The big reveal. So he turned out to be a fishman, and Pierce is running for his life. Ends up in a psychiatric hospital. Escapes it.
Oh, he didn't say help right there. He usually says it twice.
Ah!
Oh really? Oh, I know. He says it
My
like
leg.
at the end of this sequence. Didn't know first.
He can sometimes say it twice for whatever reason.
Oh. Yeah, he's going to say it here in a second, but okay. So yeah, it's just escaping.
Light.
He's limping a bit, and some
At
stone's
last.
gonna fall on him. And we have no idea how he's been found. And well, I to be honest, I have no idea either how he got into the hospital.
Pierce.
He's rushed to the Riverside Institute. It says there, but who did it? Who found him? I think it was the doctor. How was he called? Fuller, I guess. So he ends up in this hospital. He meets Dr. Colden, and Colden is like a yeah the how do you call it, the protagonist sort of. It's a good the good guy, good woman actually, and she works in the normal hospital, and we are being brought to the cellar of the normal hospital where the psychiatric ward is. And yeah, Dr. Cullen, she doesn't believe that everything that's going on. She doesn't think it's good what's happening there. So she is she's going to help us escape from there because it's an evil place. We are brought in. Yeah, here we wake up.
Why do I
And we-
sound different?
What
I have
happened?
people in my stream. I'm trying to get them to go over.
Where am I?
You sound. Oh, okay.
They hear you and they think you're me.
Oh no. For the people in chat, I'm Talox. I'm another I'm not a runner. I'm a commentator for this run. So
And I'm Cat.
the one and only.
The one and only.
I have so many tabs open right now. Not gonna lie. I forgot to close them before I did the run, so like I'm tabbing out like during like this tax guy is really cool. Yes, he is.
Lots of you guys are having fun. Do you mind if I just remind a few people about some of the upcoming targets we've got? Is that okay?
That's
Sure.
perfectly fine.
Go ahead.
So for those that don't know, we have 2 runs tomorrow, which are Solace Dreams and, if I can remember the name of it, Shin Meganami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. That's a mouthful and a half. For both of these, we have a target of $25 each.
You there.
And for Solace
Wake up.
Dreams, it
Come
is
on,
to
stand
kill the
up.
hidden boss. We're currently at
We don't
15
have
out of
much time.
$25. So if you want him to kill the hidden boss for an extra $10, you can do that. And
Can
regarding
you
the
stand up?
other game, the Shin Meganami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, and sorry if I butchered that name, you can actually make them wear the silly armor, and again, we're only $5 away from that. So if you want to make sure the person, if you want to get pink pajamas, the person running it, to wear the silly armor, then all you gotta do is donate those $5 towards that goal. And we do also have some polls as well for both those games, which include the Shoot or Don't Shoot Faith and also the Goddess Bid War, which are currently all at $0. Whichever one wins that will be the one that wins. Should also mention as well that there is a poll for this game to either kill or save Bradley, and currently we are at $30 to killing Bradley. But if you want to save them, then make sure to get those donations in. Thank you very much.
Oh, didn't get
Damn
the
it.
cutscene skip.
I'll
Pog.
have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
Yeah, so he's going to restart the checkpoint. And
Good God. What
let's
could
see.
this machine be used for?
Unfortunately, that didn't work.
Have I activated
So
it?
normally, you can if you are fast enough and you step outside of the room and the autosave happens, you can restart the last checkpoint, and the conversation between these two guards will be stopped immediately, and you will walk away. Now we have to wait a bit. And just a little reminder to Kuno,
green
don't
gas
forget
leave.
to put your investigation up to 100%,
Mouse.
or else you will fill this log.
Yes, it's at 100. And Pixel, my stream is not full screen because of the layout for the marathon. Go to the marathon.
Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah, so he just did the.
It's
This
done.
is the last part.
Now for the
After
others.
last time, he is going to improve his skills. You need it to open his door. You need 100% investigation.
Yeah, you there.
I don't know if you can open the door with lower amounts of investigation, but yeah, you don't want to risk it. So
Yeah, if you don't open that
What
door, you basically
carnage.
have
I'll
to
go take a look.
either go through the process of doing the gas bit, which
Theoretically,
I don't
I've
know,
only got one lever to push.
same.
because like you never fail that door. You always just put it to 100. This guy's gonna grab me. Yep.
Nah, I think you're good. If you're fast enough, you can get past him. Just go now. Oh, he's going.
There
Just
we
let
go,
him
there
walk
we go.
around the table.
Yeah.
Just like that, nice
You.
and easy.
Yeah, you there.
Cool. Now you can run.
Oop, this is perfect.
Nice.
You'll see what I mean by this is perfect because the guy was way ahead of me. So I don't actually, because if he's that way,
All
he
the
has like a
levers are
routing
activated.
thing where the dude can come and grab you off the switch for whatever reason. But I got the good routing where he
This
was ahead
machine
of you.
seems to consume
Mhm.
a great deal of it.
Yep.
That should draw the attention of the guards.
Okay.
I should
You
hide.
want to explain this a little bit?
Yeah, so after putting down all the switches, it creates a big diversion, and yeah, those the big electricity thing, the whole system goes haywire, and the two guards they leave their post, and you can go into the room with Francis Sanders, and this guy, he's really interesting because he has seen the Shambler, and the Shambler is like the bad guy in this game. It's a monster. It's a monster coming from a painting, and we are going to see now what the Shambler is capable of.
No!
And let me tell you, it does look nice. So yeah, the Shambler picks him up. We can see the Shambler because we haven't seen the painting yet. that will happen in the next chapter. But yeah, the Shambler is going to do a number on him. Knees don't go that way normally. So yeah. Necks don't turn that way normally also. So he he isn't doing well.
Maybe he just wanted to be an elf for a minute.
Yeah, that could have been. And a
He just-
flamingo with his knee.
Damn.
Yeah, he just wanted, bro, he just built different.
Gas.
He's just different,
Oh,
you know.
my
So
head.
yeah, Pierce is a little
Leader,
bit
we need to move
afraid.
on.
And who is going to save him? Blake plot twist. Bradley, huh? He was killed, right? No, actually not. He's still living. But how, you ask? Good question. I forgot.
They don't explain it.
He was revived, I think. If I'm right. Right?
No, they don't explain it.
Oh, they
Who
don't
goes
explain
there?
it, actually.
Nope.
Okay, well, okay.
I'm
Cool.
pretty sure they don't explain
That
it.
nightmare again.
Yeah, so I
need a
think
drink.
if you would ask me, I think he was revived by Dr. Fuller, by the bad doctor.
You're awake,
But yeah,
Mr.
who
Pierce.
knows?
Mr. Tell. What? You
So,
Of
we have Bradley and Dr.
Second-
Colden here, the good doctor.
But that.
And we are going to visit the wife of Francis Sanders, the guy who just brutally died. So we are going to his wife, and yeah, we are going to ask her if we can see this magical painting.
This painting fight is extremely lackluster, sadly.
Mm-hmm. True. It's just a fixed path, and you always go. It always goes well.
Yeah.
There's a little bug, and I don't know if it is in the newest version of the game because you are playing on the newest version, right?
Yep.
Latest version, yeah. So I don't know if it is in the latest version, but in the first version of the game,
We
every-
met
you,
briefly.
so you need to grab
Well,
a
since this business has got
a
nothing to
knife,
do with me.
and you run to the
I'll be in
table
your
to the
husband's
table
office,
where the knife
Irene.
is,
We'll
and
carry
at the
on
moment
later.
you want to grab the
Very
knife,
well,
your
Miss
character
Baker.
starts crouching.
This way,
And that's
Mr.
a bug in,
Pierce.
at least in
And do
it's in
make
the first
yourself
version of the game.
comfortable.
I don't know if it is in this
It would
version,
seem
but
that
it's
you have
really
much to tell
frustrating.
me.
So let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope you've used up all your bad luck in
you
in the first
I
chapter,
just-
in the first two chapters.
But I'm.
Hopefully.
But
It's who then?
So this is very good of Kuno. He went to the dialogue, and there's another way to get through the dialogue, but yeah, the end result is that Irene Sanders, the woman you just talked to, she dies. So
The man transformed
Kuno
the
just
entire
made
wing
sure
of
she
his
doesn't
manor
die.
into an
So
art gallery.
props to you, Kuno.
Yeah, I
Good
took
job.
the long way so she didn't know.
Yep.
What
Basically,
the
she
hell was
doesn't know
that?
how he died. So
Yeah, we basically explained to her that we don't know shit about how he died.
mhm.
But if we tell her the truth, we kind of pin it on her, blaming her for his death.
Yep.
But we did it the
This
other way.
dagger
Yeah.
looks different.
So we essentially saved her.
So that dagger spawns in that case exactly every single time. It's not random.
So the pathing is always the same.
Yep.
So now that we have seen the Shambler and the painting, we can.
If you-
At the moment we saw the painting, we can now see the Shambler. So in the rest of the story, there's no invisible force that kills people. We actually know what it is now. So now we go to the bookstore of Algernon Drake. Algernon Drake is a guy who's well versed in the occult, and he knows more about this Shambler thing, and he has had contact with the person that painted this this thing. And yeah, we're going
Where's
to
the
see if he's
bookseller?
there. But unfortunately,
What happened here?
there was a burglar. So we are
Let's
going
start over.
into a
Blood.
investigation scene,
Seems like amateur work.
and we're going to see what
Someone
happened.
tall left his footprint. A man. This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. What happened that made the burglar flee before
So
finishing
we
his
slowly
work?
make our way to the safe here. and we find out that the safe has some weird powers in it.
What sort of
And our
power
big
did
friend,
Sarah Hawkins'
Fishman,
painting possess?
couldn't get in.
So I angle myself to the right
Sarah
instead of the left
Hawkins
because
helped
it saves a
hide
little
something
bit
in
of
the
time because you
safe.
get player launched back. But if you get player launched back, you can use your like ability to still somewhat move while it's staggered. It's not letting me leave. Okay, there it goes. Still use your ability to be staggered to get to the bookshelf to the right faster.
Oh, nice. So, what's the code, Kuno?
What is the what?
What's the
539.
code?
Yep,
Yeah,
539.
539. So we got in, and now we touched. This is a little bit. This can be confusing if you skip the cutscenes. But what basically happened? Pierce touched the book, the Necronomicon, the book that is made by human skin, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, irresistibly. So he touched the book, and now he is seeing through the eyes of Dr. Colden, the woman who saved us. And we are going to she's trying to get into the cellar again, to the psychiatric ward, and well, it doesn't end well for her. Let's just say that.
What's our time on Powerhouse?
Sorry, what did you say?
What's
You're at 39 minutes and 10 seconds.
What says Doc? He.
Nice.
That's not too bad, actually.
Yeah, especially with the 5-minute time loss at the start.
I
Mhm.
did
Yeah.
start timer like 5-ish seconds late though, so just account for that.
That's fine. Okay, good dialogue.
Yeah.
Also, if you hit shift and like W in between those text dialogues, you can move like an inch forward and save like an inch worth of time.
Temperamental.
Oh,
If I
really?
understand correctly.
Yeah, it's only that dialogue though.
But I think it doesn't work when you use the scroll wheel skip, right?
No, you have to use the keybind.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we are trying to get into Fuller's office right now to find out about this what's happening. And well, this lovely lady is not going to let us in, so we have to distract her. And we are going to do that by messing up the boiler system, as you do.
You saw how I instantly turned back around because I remembered where I was supposed to be going.
Yep. Just remembered where you
What
need
is
to
the
go.
boiler room
So he's going
key
to get
doing here?
the key
The
for
key to the boiler room. Not
the
where I
boiler room.
expected to find it. The key to the boiler room.
It's not letting me pick up
Not
the boiler.
where I
Oh, I had to
expected to
go grab
find
the. Oh, you know what I didn't do?
Hmm?
I didn't try to open the boiler room.
Oh yeah, you have to try. Yep. So, in order to grab the key, you need to try to open the boiler.
I don't have any
and I know
business
it
in the
doesn't
boiler
make
room.
any sense, but that's just how the game works. So yeah, now we can grab the key.
Yep. Is doing this faster? Doing like A and D faster? Oh wow, it shut the.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected
What?
to find it.
You can grab it.
No, I tried to open it.
Let me think. Have you talked to? You've talked to the lady, to the Elizabeth, I think she's called.
Yeah, I talked to
Tried
her.
to get into the office. You tried to open the door.
She's
Yep.
a whip.
Shouldn't
Oh,
work
you-
then. Let's see.
Oh wow, okay, there it goes. Well,
Okay.
I guess it didn't register that I talked to her. Game
The door
Yeah,
to the
bad.
boiler
probably.
room is locked. Where did I see that key?
Thanks game for being
Ah,
bad
yes.
still.
The office in block
So I
B.
was, I just saw that I was looking at the Powerhouse stream and not at Kuno stream, so my commentary might have
The key
been
to the
a
boiler
bit
room.
delayed.
All I have to
Yeah,
do
so-
is shut off the water and hope
well.
Donovan takes the bait.
So he's going to the boiler room right now, and he's going to find out that he can't open this big valve on his own, and we need a little bit of help with that. So he's trying to open it, doesn't work, and he's going to get a little
I can't
monkey
shut this with my
wrench
bare hands.
from
I need a
the
tool.
storage room. Right here.
There we go.
Nice. Oh, you walked past.
I
Ooh.
saw. I saw. My memory is not good on this specific level. I don't know why. I just played this level and I did it perfectly.
I feel guilty about
Yeah, so
Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
this is the newest version of the game, so there have been 2 patches. And it's unfortunate because in the first version of the game you could skip 2 parts. You could skip a little conversation with Colden in a sort of hallucination state. And the second part is when you go into prison. You can skip the conversations with the people, with the hallucinations in the prison. You will see it in a minute. But in the newest version, you can skip those. So that would save like 40 seconds. But unfortunately, in the newer version, you can't do that. But the newer version has some time skips too. So, yeah. They both have like pros and cons.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
this is a waiting game. You have to wait all these conversations over, and it sucks.
You know what's really gonna suck when we do the part where you have to switch between.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
The 2 lamps. That's gonna
Why does Dr.
be
Fuller
bad for
write
me.
psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a little. That's if you don't remember it like totally correctly, yeah, it's going to be a little chaos. But I'm going to try to explain it, and you'll do fine. You'll do fine.
The poor souls downstairs are not full
Next
of subjects.
haunted house. Alex does the run and I'll do commentary.
Oh.
You guys. I wouldn't mind either.
I really love this game. It's like just the story is like it's perfect, and the reason why I like speedrunning this game is that it doesn't have a lot of glitches, and like doing glitches, it
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller.
makes or breaks a run.
What is the connection
So
between these
if you don't have
3?
any glitches, then it's all good. Because you can just walk and try to optimize your pathing, try to optimize your dialogue skills, and it's a lot better, in my opinion.
It's a lot easier. This is like an easy game to run. Like you can easily get like a sub like 110 RTA. It's just the game is a little bit lacklustrous in a lot of things. And the story makes no sense at all.
Of course.
No, it doesn't.
Sarah
I
Hawkins is the
do enjoy the
connection.
story. I really like it because I started playing the game like just for the story, and I tried to get all the achievements. So I played the game through like 5 times before I decided to speedrun it, and I really like the story. But it's weird. It's a weird story. It's like this. Essentially, it's like this big fish guy, Leviathan, was fished up, and the whole town is going crazy because of it. That's like the gist of the story.
It's really funny that the fact that they didn't get the licensing to use Cthulhu's actual embodiment in the game, so they just made like a black character, and they're like, "Yep, Cthulhu."
Yep. In the final cutscene of this game, you see like a silhouette, like in the sea, but you never see Cthulhu because, as you said, they didn't have the license for it. So
yeah,
that's a really funny thing. Yeah.
Which if you ever played the game.
I came to this island to
if you ever played the game, the Sinking City, that game was actually supposed to come out before this one, but they lost the licensing as well, so they weren't allowed to use it until after this game came out.
Lol. Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, that's not good.
So this game came out because it was rushed to come out because the other game, which is the Sinking City, got delayed.
Lol.
And both of them are equally as bad.
Yeah. So they were making 2 games at the same time, you say?
The Sinking City was being started in early 2017, I believe, but then they lost licensing, so they basically just scrapped it, and then the sister company to that company made this game.
Ah, okay.
Okay, time to cry myself to sleep because lamps.
Alive.
This is the most sweat-inducing part of the whole run, I think. So the thing we are going to do, the Shambler is going to we want to go to the cellar to save Dr. Golden, but we can't because our big friend, the Shambler here, is going to trap us in some sort of spirit ghost dimension.
What is
So
happening
he has
to me?
2 lamps, and with his green lamp, he's like the green lamp.
It's as if I'd
with the
been
green lamp, he's in
transported
spirit
somewhere
world,
else.
and with this pink lamp, he is in the normal world. So
What
using
happened?
the pink lamp, he can open doors
Something has
like
changed,
this
but what?
with those sigils on it. And now, if he's going to switch back to the green lamp, he can go through that door and remove the sigil. So the goal of this little this part of the game is to remove the sigils. 4 sigils in total. So he has removed the barrier here. He's going to the teleporter thingy, and now he's going back to the lantern to get the pink lantern. Pink. And now he can open the door. And if he now returns and he grabs the green lantern, he can go for the second sigil. We're right.
What?
Behind you.
Oh, door.
Yeah. Yes. So here's the second sigil. He's going to remove right now.
Destiny. It is
And in
changed.
this, for this sigil, you don't need to switch actually. You could just stay with the green one.
Who knew? You know, switching is
Yeah.
bad.
So yeah, don't go for this barrier. Just go for the barrier on the left. Yeah. And you see the Shambler, but the Shambler won't do anything, so you can just run past him here.
Oh yeah, you also don't want to run out of oil. Out of oil.
Yep. Yeah. So in the bottom right, you see the oil. You don't want to run out because the Shambler will come for you.
We don't need to switch again, right?
No, yeah, you need. You go here and just go. Yeah. No, forward. You see the barrier? You need to remove the barrier here on your right. Now you go back for the lantern. The other one.
Talix is clutching this speedrun, by the way, guys, because if he was not here, I would be doing commentary on how dumb I was because I don't know this part of the game. I don't know why.
Oh, well. It's
Go
a dead
this
game.
way.
Yep.
Yeah, it is a dead game. Go this way. Open this door. Run all the way back. Switch.
Yep. And then you have a little encounter with the Shambler, but you can actually skip that. If you spam your lantern, and you keep on the right of the corridor. But we will come to that in a few seconds.
His name is actually Clutch Boy in Dutch.
Yeah, how did you know?
Oh,
Wow.
someone in chat said it.
Oh lol. Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah. So keep spamming, spam, click. Oh. If you spam click your lantern there, you could have kept that little falling animation, but oh well.
You scared me. You scared me more than it did.
Sorry. I wasn't paying attention, and then the part with the Shambler came up, and I thought
looks
like,
like
oh
things are
no,
back to
I
normal.
need to say yes to skip that. So that's my fault.
I'm a friend / nephew, Talix. You have a brother who has a kid? God damn.
No. He's my how do you say it? The sister of my father. He's the son of the sister of my father. That's
He's the
nephew, right?
son
Or cousin
of the sister of my,
my
father.
Yeah, that's cousin, right? Or
Nephew?
What's going on?
nah, yeah,
It never
nephew.
ends.
Yeah, I have no idea actually.
Oh, there it is.
Damnation.
Yeah. So you
That's-
have to.
that's me.
Pierce is gonna say something, and at the end of the sentence, if you skip one door, so you keep walking, and he's going to say something, and at the end of the sentence, you have one more door, and that will be the one that Pierce said. So now we have a little conversation with Dr. Golden,
Pierce,
and
I found her.
I don't think you
finally
can skip
know
this.
what's going on.
In the first version, you could
must
skip this one.
live and
But in
find
the
truth.
most recent version,
is
you can't
already
skip
too
it
late for
anymore,
me.
so
Golden.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, they fixed
What's
a lot
going
of
on?
dumb
Was it
stuff.
a hallucination?
And that's a good thing for the game, but not a good thing for the
For
speedrun.
speedrunning, yeah.
Yep. So you wanna, if you wanna do it perfectly, you wanna run the game on the first version.
Yeah.
So we just found out that our good friend Golden is dead. F in chat. I've always wanted to say it, F in chat, when I'm in a live stream. So she's dead, and now we find the painter of the painting, Sarah Hawkins, and she's she's going to
Oh,
sort of help us
What can you
defeat the Shambler. I say sort of because let's just say she
It was
can
in
be
your
trusted.
studio.
God, I hate how slow she runs, by
You
the way.
painted me.
Yep.
That's where you saw me.
of course.
Until you see the guards here, you just can't run, and it's yeah, it sucks. So I think Kuno is going to use a lighter skip in a few seconds to skip the picking up of the poking stick and turning the valve, right?
Yep, I would definitely try to do it.
Yeah. So hopefully we will see some animation skips with the lighter.
If we can do quick movements, we can actually get in front of her before the staircase.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that's like perfect.
Got it. Okay.
Nice. Good job, boy.
Boy.
So you can skip this. Normally, I think you skip it. Oh no. Unfortunate. You could skip that with
I'd be
using
better
the
off
lighter.
finding a tool.
And now we have to
Perfect.
grab this thing. You skipped that well. Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, you can skip the last one. So we destroyed the psychiatric facility. Good job. And this man is going to try to kill us, but he's not. Yeah. I don't know why, but he's not going to do it.
We're still on chapter 9, by the way.
Yep.
Game is still going.
Nice. I see some Fs in chat. It worked. It worked. Oh man, I'm so proud. I've never done that, and it's just people did it. Awesome. So yeah, after this, this is maybe a good time for donations because Kuno is going to run around the house trying to find some weird amulet. So I think it's a good time for donations. If you have some.
You're not seriously considering exposing yourself to that influence again.
Mr. Pierce.
Or not.
No donations so far. But do remember this is for Direct Relief, which is a humanitarian aid organization. You can get to those bits by typing donate schedule or charity in the chat. Not schedule, sorry. Big brain, I promise.
Yeah, people, give money. It's a good cause. Ah,
Hey.
someone's getting a donation ready. Nice.
Guess you forgot where Algernon was for like a half a second.
What?
Whoops.
Yeah, figured it out.
Yeah, it's not to blame on you. Algernon is like hiding in his little office, so it's his fault. So we are, essentially we are trying to find a amulet, and with this these little beautifully drawn pictures, we are trying to find the amulet to stop the Shambler. So we will find our first clue right here, in the ear of this bust.
I like how you fall asleep like right next to the second one.
Yeah, true. If someone could find a skip for that, I would be grateful.
You just open the box, but like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. How do I use that? And you walk to Algernon and it's like, yo, I found it. He's like, oh dude, we need that. Nice.
Gotta go bring it to him.
Yep.
Chapter 10, the worst chapter in the game.
It's the one where you escape from, or where you actually kill the Shambler.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's one where you well, it messes up runs. Let's keep it at that.
Yeah, that's a good waste of your hour long
It's you.
part of the game.
Yeah, I've had quite some runs where I was just I was like 50 minutes in, and the Shambler just got me, and I was like, oh man, come on. I'm 15 minutes in, dude. Why do you do that?
I have it. I can. This.
So, nice turn of events. We go to prison. Why? Because we burned down a psychiatric ward. And we killed Dr. Colden. At least they think we killed Dr. Colden. So, yeah, we're going to jail. And in this jail, we will get some trippy hallucinations by Leviathan, the son of Cthulhu. And he will try to convince us to resurrect Cthulhu or something like that. But we will get some trippy, weird hallucinations there.
I find it funny that I remember the quickest text dialogues to click. Don't remember the rest.
Yeah, those dialogues, those are the things you want to focus on. And you forget the rest. I know what you mean. Even if I've just even if I have done like 3 runs and I don't run Call of Cthulhu for like a week, I forget a lot of things. I just start walking the wrong way and I think like, oh shit, I need to go that way.
Yeah, it just
So
bad.
yeah, the whole prison filled up with water. Don't worry, it's just an hallucination. And our big friend Leviathan will come here. So. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Algernon, come back!
I did it again. I was looking at the wrong. I was looking at the wrong stream, and now I'm. I was commentating with a little bit of a delay.
Where is Algernon?
So,
and the
this is
Shambler.
the second out-of-body experience of Pierce. The first one was when he looked through the eyes of Golden. Now he's going to look through the eyes of Sarah. And Sarah and Algernon Drake are trying to banish the Shambler. So we are now playing as Sarah. And yeah, let's see how it goes. As Kuno said, this is a make or break chapter for the run. So good luck, man. You can do it.
Would die.
Quick!
Oh, what the fuck was that?
What
How
did you
do? We
do?
kill it?
Did you
You'll
get-
see.
I'll create the protective
You got
barrier.
jumped in the air?
I'll never forgive myself for
Yeah.
this painting.
That's weird. I've never had that. Okay. So there are 3
The
glyphs,
first glyph must have
that have to
appeared
be,
somewhere on
banished.
the floor.
and the first glyph is where you entered the little thing right there. So you stand in the glyph.
Glyph.
The
I can't
banish.
move it.
Oh no.
Is it
No,
acting against
the
me?
Shambler appears,
The ritual is working.
and
Don't worry, it's just
you have to
until I
run,
ward
and
it
you have to
off.
repeat that like
Oh no,
3 times.
the Wanderer
So this
is
is the
back.
first sigil.
The glyph is ready, sir.
Ward off in a second. Right there. And you saw the Shambler appear, but we are way faster than him, and we run to the safe place. And he is gone. Goodbye.
The
Have we got any
second
time
symptom
for some quick
Yes.
donation?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. So we got a $50 donation from Backboobs, who I see is also in chat, saying, I want to nuzzle Talix's necky wecky.
Is it?
And also with that message comes a big donation. So because of that, we've actually managed to complete our goal for Solace Dream. So the runner for that one, who is Linkermeister, he'll be running that tomorrow, will have to kill the hidden boss. So we've smashed that goal. And also for Pink Pajamas, who's running the Shin Megami
what I'm
Tensei
doing.
4 Apocalypse, they will be beating that donation goal has also been met with $30. And with that also comes another donation, which is $10.
Wait. You forgot the most important part of the end of Backgroup's message.
What,
You forgot the uwu.
Uwu. Sorry, my bad. Uwu.
Get an uwu!
That's how I know him.
Okay, good enough.
Okay, that's good enough. We also have a $10 donation from Jordo saying, keep it up, boys. Shout out to OSW.
Nice.
I must breach the barrier to
And
ward
yeah,
off
with that, we bet both of our targets, so thank you very much.
Nice.
I still don't know how to do this yet.
So this is the hardest one. Actually, he's going to try to get around him. But it's so tricky.
Nope, didn't work.
Oh, unfortunate, dude. Yeah, so it's like, I don't want to say pixel perfect, but it's almost pixel perfect, the route you have to take to get past him. There's a safer route if you want to take that, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
You basically have to slam so far right.
Yeah, you have to hug the ball to the point that you
What?
can't even...
The hell?
What was that, man?
It didn't let me bring it up.
Yep.
It didn't let me bring it up.
Whoops.
I was spamming left click and I was like, nope, fuck you.
Yep.
Oh no. It's already release me now. Algernon!
Done! Quickly! Bring him towards me!
Okay, time to run away.
Yeah. Don't forget walking right you. Butt clenching. Nice. You got it. Nice. So we've banished them. We've banished the most frustrating character in the whole game. The Vanisher. Just a little left click. Little left click. Or are you going to kill him?
Oh, well, you can't
There
kill
we
him.
go. You could have killed him. I think.
No, you couldn't because he's important to the end of the game.
Oh, okay. So we are, yeah, that was our out-of-body experience from Pierce. We're now back at him, and he's going to have another one. Yeah, basically, to not spoil too much, the whole town's going crazy. That's just what it is. So he's in this jail. He's going to have another little hallucination from Leviathan. And he's going to have another out-of-body experience now from Cat, the woman we punched in
Chief
the,
West, we got a problem.
in the
Very
first part of the
beginning?
game.
Damn it, not
For
now.
soft walking our
What is it
asses,
this
just
time? Captain Fitzroy, Chief.
don't
Yep.
punch
You guys
women, by
go
the
inside
way.
Roy's bar.
Yeah, you will go to jail.
Don't do that,
Yeah,
because they soft-lock your game.
yeah, they will soft lock your game.
Damn idiots.
Yep.
We may be just a slight bit overestimate, maybe. Maybe just a slight. Yeah, we're gonna be overestimate.
Oh well. Ah well. Okay, so, yeah. So this part, you can skip the first hallucination right here on the right. So you can skip this conversation, but in the newest version of the game, you can skip to this part with Pierce and the second part with Kat or no Sarah. So yeah, that's another thing where the older version is actually faster than the newer version. So we have to sit through this little, yeah, hallucination thing.
Whilst we're sitting through said hallucination, we also have another donation, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
It's from Real Cookie with $10 saying, "You go, Talux."
Nice. And you go with Kuno, eh? Don't forget Kuno.
Nope,
He's doing the
everyone's
run.
here for you. No, everyone's here for you. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's making a painting of Pierce, and hopefully we can leave this hallucination, and then we will go into Cat, and then we this whole game changes into a shooter. It actually uses the same engine as Call of Duty, I've heard, for the shooting part.
Dom, what happened?
Actually not. It's
Come,
just
You'll want to hear
yeah.
what these two Egypts have to say.
it's very
This
very
better
scuffed,
be it.
the
Seems
shooting
like
part, but you will see in a
With
minute.
the-
So Kat has heard about a murdered police agent, and she's yeah, she's slapping someone to get the information out of him, as you do. And she's trying to find out
Where?
who killed the police officer that lies in the warehouse.
Yeah, they've done nothing wrong. Apart from killing a cop on
I think the funniest line is the
That's
one that's
hooey.
about to come up about the lead.
Yeah.
How do you know they killed him?
I know what you mean.
Do you want me to settle it with some lead?
Just a sec.
Scurvy dog always threatening us.
I'll take.
Welcome the Cthulhu one to my chat. We are speedrunning this game, by the way.
Here we are.
I can't post a link in my chat because I am playing it currently, but Powerhouse. Thank you, Cat.
In your own chat?
Yep.
Oh wait, I have to. What? Yeah, I
If
was
someone
just
had told
logged
me
into
that
my-
one day West's work would kill him.
Hold up a minute.
There you go. You got it.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Ah, there we go.
Someone moved the
Mark
corpse
to the
here.
rescue.
Where did
Nice
the murder
job.
happen?
By the way, will your run be on estimate or below at
We
all?
came
Just so I
from
know when I'm
here.
ready to time.
You got like a goal
Down
mile.
the stairs.
Okay, good.
So, Kat is investigating who killed the police officer, and
So
well,
this
she's
is
going
where
to
West
find
was
out
killed. What's that?
quite a bit, quite a big thing for the story.
What the fuck is
She's
that?
going to find out that
Where did it
it was
come
actually our big friend Sarah who killed the officer. Just a second.
There's only one man who smokes these gaspers. Fitzroy.
So she's going to find out that it was Fitzroy here. That's the captain you saw in the beginning of the run. And there is Sarah.
Now we got a
And now
pistol.
here-
Bah, bah, bah,
Yeah,
bah.
so this is actually Call of Duty Cold War.
Hello, guys. We're playing as Belle.
So yeah, here you see that all the
Get out of here.
villages are turning. Yeah, back boobs. I see it. It was a bad joke. Yep.
Damn it.
I know. So now, yeah, we have no idea what happened to Kat, and we go back to Pierce, and now it is time for the incentive. That's what you call it, right?
Yep, incentive.
Yeah. So here's where we kill or save Bradley, and did we make it?
I believe we're on kill still.
Yep. The result was that we had, I think it was 30, but let me just double check.
$90 to kill
$90.
Bradley.
It was
$0 on
30.
save.
Yeah, everyone wants Bradley to die, unfortunately, not be saved. It's not
God
a
damn
horror
it.
show without somebody dying, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
F in chat for Bradley.
Wake up.
Yep.
What
Bradley's a good guy, but killing him is a
Bradley?
bit faster, so yeah. I had to choose kills.
What? I'm turning
What you gonna do about
Pierce into one of those
So-
things.
Oh no, sorry. Saving is faster, but killing
No more skull, boy.
never mind. He's dead.
I thought that was a goal to reach.
Sarah Hawkins was going to the whaling
So
station.
this is the last little butt clenching part. Oh, that was so close. Nice. So you have to evade these
Oh, God.
zombie villages.
What am I doing?
You're trying to,
Villagers?
yeah, you're trying to get a med kit, and you're going to bring it to, I don't know who you're going to heal, Cat or the. her
It's
friend?
faster to do the guy over there.
Yep, nice. So he's going to save the, yeah, the guy who walked with Cat in the little cat sequence.
Yeah.
So, and now let's see if the jump scare works. There's a little jump scare here. Oh no. Yeah, there, right there.
This might prove
The
useful.
first time I played this, it scared me so hard. I didn't even know it was walking there, so I grabbed the medkit, and suddenly the guy was right on me, and yeah.
Murder. It's fun. Try it.
Shit. They're going to the whaling station. I'd better hide and wait until they're gone.
Yeah, let's better hide, but I'm gonna just still keep pistol whipping these goddamn villagers. There we go.
Do you have unlimited ammo, by the way? I
Yeah,
no
you
idea.
have it until the next section.
Oh, nice.
Go down this way. Oh, here another jump scare. Pop
Yep,
dead. Pop dead.
yeah. Nice.
Bradley has like such a good shot like ability. Okay, he gives you a key. It's faster to go to him because he gives you the key, but she gives you something else. The key's a little bit faster.
Yep, and he's right beside the doorway you need to go through, so.
Yep.
Sorry.
We just push his dead body over, just like, nah, fuck you.
Nah,
this
dude,
way.
you gotta get through.
Pop.
Ooh, nice.
Jump down. That's the only one where you actually have to hold to jump besides the one that's inside the cave. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's really weird. You have like
Empty.
4 times where you have to jump. 2 of those times you can just press the E button, and 2 of those times you have to hold it. And
Yeah.
that makes no sense at all.
My first playthrough during this, I didn't know you actually had to crouch down right here, then go under, and I literally ran around for 30 minutes looking where you're supposed to go. And they don't explain it, and that's why this game's a little bit hard to play.
Yep. Yeah, the game is quite free and it doesn't give a lot of hints.
There we go.
Nice. So this is the 13th chapter. Here we are going to explode the whaling station, and we are going to find one of our big friends who's been talking to us the whole game, Leviathan, and it's a bit of an anti-climax because everybody knows how Cthulhu looks. Cthulhu is like this big guy with wings and such, and like Leviathan is literally just a blob that's just lying down there. So,
You know what you should do, Talix?
well, tell me.
You should probably start explaining the wheels bit.
You mean skipping
is one
the
of those
lighter skip
bastards.
or
I gotta find
No,
her
the
quick.
wheel. Wheels.
hallucination?
The wheels during the hallucination.
Oh yeah. So in the hallucination, there are a few hallucination parts, and one of them is where you have to destroy the
A
whaling
rope
factory,
and a hook.
and there are like 4
Could use that to
valves.
hold the reservoir back.
In 2 moments there are 4 valves. You mean those valves, right?
Yeah, valves.
Yeah. So those valves, you have to turn those valves, and you have to pick the 3rd one of those.
I skipped something. I skipped something. I know I skipped it.
Oh, the rope on the floor.
I grabbed the rope.
Oh, you skipped the key.
But yeah, we had to go in here.
Yeah. So we need to grab a little key.
And that's everything on these floors?
Yeah, that's everything on the bottom floor, yes.
Just making sure, because one of us actually knows this game.
Oh,
I
you're
think
doing that.
Lucky if it's still
I
shocking.
explained this to the hosts, which was the people who allowed this game. Basically, I submitted this game with no I didn't get the lighter skip. I submitted this game with no
This should stop
intention
the
of
cart from
actually
moving.
getting it in.
This should help me get the tanks.
And you got in.
I need
And I
some
didn't know what to
rope
do.
to release the tank.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one. Well, you guys gave it to me last year as well, after I even... Ooh, I got the skip for cutting a rope, though.
Yep, you got the animation skip for cutting the rope. Nice. Good job.
Woo! A little, like, 4-second time skip.
Hey, 4 seconds is 4 seconds.
Yeah, we're underestimate anyway. I mean, overestimate anyway.
Yeah. Oh well. So here is our big friend Leviathan. As I said, bit of anticlimactic. Is just a big blob. Nothing more than that. So yeah. If only he would look really cool.
He would look less of a pus whale.
Yeah. So a bit about story, because this is a hallucination sequence, and the thing is they were like whaling in like 100 years ago, and they caught Leviathan just by accident, or they heard him call or something. They caught Leviathan while whaling, and they are in over those 100 years they are extracting his oil. And the oil that is given by Leviathan, it extends your lifetime. That's why Dr. Fuller, the guy you see here, is so long around. Captain Fitzroy is living like 200 years or something like that. And it's just, they call it a wonder, how you call it, a potion. It's the thing you drink, you just drank. That's the Leviathan oil. So, but the people who drink that, they are going crazy. Yeah, they started a cult following, so the whole town is just falling apart. Everybody's going crazy, and that's what Leviathan
killed him.
to the town.
A necessary sacrifice that proves your determination.
Time to do the furnace and completely fuck it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is the last part. So there are all a lot of doors, and you have to grab the door behind you. Yeah, and then on the right. Yeah, that one. So that's the correct door. You have to grab. And now we go. Okay. So do you know the pathing here?
Maybe.
Let's see.
Nope.
Ooh. Unfortunate. Okay, so
Oh, I see it.
yeah, you can see it if you are a distance from it. You can see the pathing.
What? What?
Oh no 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 no! Yo, whoops.
Oh, it goes to the middle one.
Yeah,
Aw.
you needed to take the left one instead of the right one there. But you were almost, it's almost correctly. So here and then the left one. Yeah, nice. Good job. And then the, yeah, that one. Nice.
Woo, guys, I wonder who's helping me go through this speed run. I wonder why I don't run Call of Cthulhu. Maybe it's because I have the piss poor memory. Oh no. This one is the... Which one is it? The middle one. This one.
The middle one. He goes to there for like 4 valves, which is the middle one.
Download more RAM, 5head. I have more RAM.
So yeah, you got it. Nice. And now we blow up the waiting station. Good job. You blew up another building.
Hog.
Yeah. This guy is going to be killed for sure. Yeah, as Marv says, stop blowing things up.
Oh god, if Talux has a bad memory, this is a no
I don't
memory
have a
stream.
bad memory. At least I think I don't have a bad memory.
You forget that you have a bad memory.
Yeah, I forget that I have bad memory.
Why are we here? We're here because we got lured in by the Leviathan call.
Yep. But we so Leviathan is like angry because they are milking Leviathan for his oil, and Leviathan is saying to us like, yo, blow up that whaling station because these guys are milking me. I don't like that. Blow it up. And that's what just happened. Yeah.
Oh, you know why it's not letting me move my mouse? My mouse died.
What?
My
Your
mouse,
mouse
just
died?
yeah, my mouse just died. It's wireless.
Whoops.
There we are. We're going over estimate by about 5 minutes, by the way.
Yep. So this is the last part. The last part is just walking. We are walking through the.
I can't hear the voice anymore.
What do you call it? It's like a cliff, and they are doing the ritual there. So basically, we are walking through to the ritual, and once we are at the ritual, we can make a choice to participate, to stop the ritual, to kill someone.
If you guys didn't catch it, the female paintist, I forgot her name as well, was just right in front of us, but you catch her by like one little pixel of her head.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she was right there.
Yep. But it's not the painter. It's not Sarah. It's someone else. It's
Oh
Golden.
my god.
Yeah.
I
No,
think.
no, it's not Colden. Colden's dead.
Yeah, but Golden. We are going to see Golden, like right here.
No.
Awesome. And that's Golden because it's a Hellen's nation, and we will have a little conversation with her. At least, I think.
Man,
No,
I can't wait for Haunted House 2021 where I go over 30 minutes on the murder.
Is somebody there?
I'm gonna submit
Hey,
this one and they're gonna forget
are
about
you?
this whole ordeal for an entire year.
Ah well, we had a good time. I
Yeah.
hope the chat had a good time.
You guys can make fun of me. You could be like, you guys remember that Kuno guy who completely forgot about,
Where am I?
completely did a run forgetting about half the route and had Talix basically tell him in the background?
He had like 1 hour and 30-minute run.
Yeah.
And before they make the sequel.
Oh god, they can't make a sequel for this game. They literally don't have the licensing to. They got rid of it.
Like what?
Like after this game, they gave the licensing back to the original dev team, thinking that they would do a better job. But then they made fucking the Sinking City, and then they basically said no more licensed game for Call of Cthulhu.
will know what to do.
You blew it up.
Yeah, that's basically what they did. They fucked it up.
Yep. I don't know if there are any donations because this last part is like 5 minutes of just walking. So I don't know if there are any donations or announcements or something like that.
Funny enough, you say that we do actually have a donation. It's
Nice.
from Backboobs with a donation of $19.69. Well, hey, with the message needed to top the chart and get a nice round number with the big.
Oh, by the way, there's an
Sorry,
extra
I
load ready.
messed that up, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I did it for you. You're fine.
Oh, I just stretched and my spine popped. Everyone do a big stretch.
A big stretch? Oh, that's a good stretch. Yeah, this is the part of the game where you can just relax, sit back, grab a... I don't know if I can say beer. Let's say, grab a soda, grab a cookie.
They put so much effort in the end of the game compared to the rest of it. Like, this game would be so much better if it wasn't this bad. Please don't archive this fucking run. Sir Clips, if you're here, delete this VOD. I beg you.
Please archive this run.
Oh god. Give it to Talix for an example of like how he can deal with such an idiot.
You died in front of my eyes.
Talix is like, I can deal with dumb people. Look, I watched Kuno do a blind, like basically a blind run and commentated over it. And yeah, we're just now hitting like an hour 25.
What abject substance did you use?
Well,
to
actually,
turn
I'm
her
doing
into
a
an
study
empty
to become
shell?
a teacher, so I can use
Abject
this to
substance.
show people that I can.
The serum
I'm very
extracted
good
from
in
Leviathan's oil
dumb
bestows the
situations.
power of life. To me, my body is
kidding.
nothing but the mortal
You're doing
vessel
quite well.
of my
It's not even
conscience.
that bad of a run,
To
man.
you,
I think my
it
first run
contains
was
more
like 1
answers and
hour
secrets
and 40
than your
minutes or something like
insignificant
that. So
mind
Mine was
can
like a
grasp.
1:15.
1:15.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It was
Your
on my
first run was that?
yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You can barely stand up, and yet here you are. You never.
So we
give
have a
up.
little bit of
That is not you.
hallucinations right here.
Not anymore. Not since
we
your
see,
disappearance
Dr.
on
Fuller.
the docks.
Now we see Sarah. We will see the
detective.
Fishman in a few
So easy to
minutes.
fool you.
And then we go
So
to the end
eager
of the
to
run
rush to
where
the
we
rescue of
make
woman
a
in
choice.
distress.
So at the
You
back,
won't make me
in the
regret
background,
having
you
tried
don't
to
see it
save
right
people.
now. A bit,
I
you see
did
the
what
bit.
I
It's
could.
like tentacles in the
Even
in the,
for
in the mist.
Colden.
Your
And,
efforts to change your destiny.
Yeah,
Although
so
in
what Kuno was
vain, make you
saying, they don't
worthy
have
of
the
the fate
license
that
to
is
use Cthulhu,
yours.
so they are using
day
like a
has
little bit of
come.
silhouettes of
You will be
tentacles
asked to
in the
choose.
mist, and that's the best they can do.
Oh, my first run was a 1:15. How the heck did we get here? That was because I actually paid attention to the route. You gotta also remember, like, this was like definitely just a meme run. So taking this run seriously is just like a meme, but Talix is really doing a good job explaining it.
Wife.
Yeah.
Life.
We're just having fun. It's a fun
Destiny.
run, and eventually,
You forsook your
you know, the
right
goal
to
of
a
this run
normal
is
life.
to get
The moment you chose
to,
power over humanity.
to get donations
No
for
one
Dart
wants to see
Relief, and
such an unbearable
I think we
sight.
did a good job at that. I really want to say thanks to the people who donated. You guys are amazing. You did really well.
Just to put it in context, we've had over $100 in donations in this one run. So, yeah, just put that in perspective.
Wow, dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, now
It's
next
been
year.
just 2 days. 2 days. We already hit $350.
Just remember, guys, next year, Talix can submit a run, right? and then I will commentate it, and you will.
For that. I'm actually. I would like that. I would like that.
Someone actually run it with a commentator who knows nothing about it, and this will be the best like shit art, shit post.
Oh, well, as I said, it's not about the quality of the run. It's more, I think, the quality of just.
It wasn't my stream.
We did a good
I'm
stream.
almost there.
We did well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might even sub 130.
Woo!
I have 0 drop frames on my end, so.
Yeah, we will certainly get sub 130. Is that a new world record?
Well, actually, in game time, we're still sub 125. My loads have just been that bad. Because if you remove loads, I'm at a 116.
Oh wow, that's a big difference. I think without loads, you were the one who calculated the load removal, right?
Yeah.
Because without loads, I'm on a shared world record with Next, I think.
Yeah, they just don't want to put it in game time for whatever reason.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's fine with me, so I don't have to share my world record spot. But it would be.
Time's coming up, by the way.
Yep. With the final choice.
I think that was it, actually. Yep, time.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice, dude. Sub 130.
Nice.
Nice.
Guys, ready to wrap up?
Yep.
Yeah.
We got-
Nice job.
Take away them.
Yeah. Very excellent job. Well done, Kuno. Might be alright. It might be a bit overestimate, but I'm sure you'll take that, right?
Literally, if we did not get the soft lock on the second level, we would have been underestimate.
Yep.
Like
That's
that.
no problem.
Like literally, that was the only part that made me lose like 4 minutes. Was the soft lock at the very beginning. Like, and I could tell you.
I also put in Talox's name wrong, so apologies for that. It's Talox, not Tloxx. No one noticed, so shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah. So we lost about 6 minutes on that one level, right? It's pretty great.
Yeah. Good job, man. Really. And as I said, donations, just awesome people. Really cool. Really cool.
So
on that note, we are gonna take a quick break. Gonna go to a quick intermission. Again, thanks to Kuno and Talux for the. You're gonna have to forgive me if I butcher this again, but Call of Cthulhu, is that right? I get that right?
Almost.
Yep.
Almost. We'll have to. That's the best I can do. The Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, that'll do. But yeah, thanks again, both you guys, for doing that run. And up next we have Benedicta. I can't speak today. Benedicta with Bioshock 2 and also Bioshock 2 Minerva's Den DLC. But first of all is